You are standing near Cradle Mountain Visitor Center. From here, many beautiful walks around Cradle Mountain start. On the rock pillar near the entrance, you can read, "Hello, welcome. The Pakana, Tasmanian Aboriginal people, welcome you to Cradle Mountain, the place that shows our continuous connection with country for over 50,000 years. We welcome you to walk on the country with respect, learn from our heritage, culture and stories." Tasmanian First Nations people have been part of this land for many years. Sometime during the last ice age, the tribes crossed the land bridge spanning Bass Strait, becoming the most southerly dwelling humans on Earth. When the glaciers retreated and sea levels rose around 12,000 years ago, Tasmanian first inhabitants became isolated from the mainland, developing a rich culture unlike any other on the planet. They have hunted, gathered and provided for their families on these lands. When looking at Dove Lake and Cradle Mountain, you can easily mistake it for being somewhere in the Alps or maybe even Rockies. A serene lake acting as a mirror for the rugged, uniquely shaped mountain behind it. However, this is the view of Cradle Mountain, one of Tasmania's most popular destinations. The explorer Joseph Fossey named Cradle Mountain in 1827. The name probably comes from the fact that the mountain looks like miner's cradle. Henry Healy, a surveyor for Van Diemen's Land Company, was the first European to climb the mountain back in 1831. Prior to European settlement, Cradle Mountain was a territory of the Big River tribe. It's thought that people did not live in a challenging alpine environment permanently, but traveled to the area's fertile subalpine valleys during summer on seasonal hunting trips. First Nations people sites have been identified in Cradle Valley through the presence of stone tools, rock shelters and caves that show evidence of human use, and sites where stone was sourced for tool making. Reports from early European settlers also describe well-constructed bark huts and evidence of burning vegetation to promote new growth and attract prey. Cradle Valley's landscape was carefully managed and modified by regular burning. These living areas carry enormous significance to Tasmanian First Nations community. For the world, they demonstrate the incredible adaptability and resilience of the humans who lived here in isolation during the planet's most recent glacial period. A magnificent landscape, mountains, towering eucalyptus forests, deep valleys and wild rivers are the features of Cradle Mountain. Unique and diverse habitats provide sanctuary for globally significant plants and animals that occur nowhere else in the world. This area of Tasmania has many ancient plants of Gondwana origins, including kinbili pine, pencil pine and celery top pine. Another one is fagus. It is the only conspicuous winter tree native of Australia. The representatives of its family are found in New Guinea, New Zealand and South America. Bushwalkers call it tango foot as they get caught up in its twisted ground-hugging branches. The distribution announces that the land masses mentioned before once could have been joined as in Gondwana. Among the animals, you must Tasmanian devils, echidnas and platypus, not to mention a vast array of birds, reptiles, frogs and insects. The park is a mecca for hikers, with walks ranging from easily day walks to the 65-kilometer one known as the Overland Track, which takes a minimum of 6 days to complete. Hand stencils on cave walls are among the world's earliest cultural markings. Today's Tasmanian First Nations people are reclaiming cultural knowledge, practicing traditions, and reconnecting to sacred places where their ancestors' spirits reside. The Aboriginal sites within Cradle Mountain National Park are evidence of many years of continuous history and connection with the land. It is one of Tasmania's iconic visitors' destination and is a major visitor drawcard to the state. Today's community has a strong cultural yearning to connect with this extraordinary cultural landscape. It is a place of deep spiritual connection to creation stories. Aboriginal rangers bring traditional knowledge to the management of this country. They ask you to walk with care and respect in your heart.